You know, it'd be nice if I could see this movie. Enough Clipper High, friends. Thank you guys for joining in. Oh, hang on a moment. So Solo would be... Okay, Solo is... Enough Clipper High, friends. This is Darth Boomo here for a review of Solo, A Star Wars Story. I never got the chance to... Well, let me first explain. We are doing this in lead up to The Rise of Skywalker. I have not reviewed Solo, so in lead up I want to get everything done and reviewed so we're fresh and set for when The Rise of Skywalker comes out. Everything's been done. Everything's been reviewed and discussed. So, Solo, A Star Wars Story. I never got the chance to review this on my channel because I did not want anything to do with Solo. I was very critical of the production of Solo, which by all means was a mess. That is true. I did not go see Solo. A lot of people did not see Solo because of The Last Jedi. They boycotted it. I boycotted it, but not because of The Last Jedi. I boycotted it because I just didn't want it. I didn't want to see someone else cast as Han Solo. I thought that role should remain for Harrison Ford. I also did not want any backstory prior to Episode 4 for Han Solo told in anything besides a book. I didn't want to see it on screen, on a movie, or television. I also thought that, you know, it was unnecessary. We didn't need it. No one wanted it. No one asked for it. They did it to cash in on Harrison Ford's role in The Force Awakens. So, this is just represented to me the future where Star Wars was going to go. Just spin-offs of characters, etc. Just an endless milking machine. I didn't want that. That's why I boycotted it. And I stood to my word. I did not see Solo in the theaters. The only Star Wars movies I've seen in the theater is Episode 1 with 3D, 5 and 6 from a marathon in lead up to Force Awakens, and then Rogue One and The Last Jedi. But when it came out on DVD, I watched it. And I liked it. Yes, I had read about the film. I had a basic kind of idea of the plot. I knew it was going to involve the Kessel Run. I knew Darth Maul was going to be in it. I knew it was kind of it was a Han greatest hit, essentially. But, that being said, I still enjoyed it when I saw it. I thought it had its fun own little twists, especially at the end with Enfys Nest, which I knew she was a girl, but the way Han beat Tobias Beckett and Dryden Voss, I thought that was pretty cool. It took me by surprise. I thought the acting was pretty good. I thought the writing was good. But, like I said, it does feel like a Han's greatest hits, where in the course of, in a movie, I guess 3 years, but in the course of a movie, Han gets his name. He joins the Empire and then gets a job with smugglers and then gets a job in the Hutt. He does the Kessel Run. He gets his blaster. He meets Chewie. You know, it's all these things. He meets Lando. He gets the Falcon. It's just it's a coincidence that this all happened, that everything we know about Han happened all in one go. Excluding the Han Solo getting his name of Solo, which I thought was okay, the way they did that. Wasn't necessary, but I thought it was okay. But excluding that, everything literally happened in the course of a couple days. So, yes, I think that's kind of a major problem. I think you also got to deal with the fact that Harrison Ford is very hard to replace in his role as Han Solo, so while the kid did all right, he still wasn't Harrison Ford. But, I still thought he had a decent performance. I also thought Donald Glover did okay as Lando. L3 was pretty annoying. Social justice warrior, right front and present for you. I thought the sexual innuendos were kind of dumb. Especially where L3 essentially says that she has sex with Lando. I thought that... what else was there about L3 I didn't like? I thought it was okay that they put her in the Falcon. Of course, I didn't like that character at all, but I thought that was a nice little callback. But with L3, what else? Oh, I didn't like the whole droid rights thing. I just thought that was kind of stupid. I mean, I guess it makes sense. What else? There was some... Oh, I didn't really like all the swearing. I mean, I'm not saying that swearing's bad. Well, it is bad, but I'm not saying you shouldn't, that it's not good to have and it doesn't fit in a Star Wars movie. It's fine in A New Hope. You know, they did it in Empire. They did it in Force Awakens. Last Jedi was a little iffy, but I think when you're throwing a swear word in every other 10 minutes, it's like, okay, this is a little more adultish, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I mean, it's not that it was necessarily completely kiddie, but, I mean, it just kind of loses that all ages kind of appeal. And let's talk about the characters for a second. I think it did make the better decision than Rogue One. Instead of Rogue One struggled with, we had so many characters and so little time to get to know each and every one of them before they died, because it was one movie and we had the 8 characters to get to know. Solo kind of cut the unnecessary ones. It kept Tobias in, of course, and it kept Kira, but then it kind of cut the unnecessary ones with Val and the Ordinian. I don't even... Oh, what's his name? Flip. I don't even remember his name. But the guy Jon Favreau voices. I think that was a wise choice. But, I mean, Kira, I mean, it kind of works. The story was okay, but it's like, it's hard to care about the Kira-Han love story when you know, oh, Han just meets Leia later on. Like, it doesn't even work out. Tobias, I thought, was alright. Woody Harrelson in a good movie. Or Woody Harrelson doing good in a movie. Who'd have thought that, huh? But let's talk about this one other character that we have yet to discuss, and I think is a major implication of the film. Darth Maul. Surprised to be sure. A welcome one? We'll see. I mean, yeah, I thought that... remember sitting at my graduation party and reading, because I didn't care about spoilers, reading, oh yeah, Darth Maul's in Solo. Okay. Oh, whoa, you know, whoa, Darth Maul. But, you know, then I mean, it was kind of cool. I thought, I mean, at first I just didn't really care. I was focused on other things, you know, graduation and all that. But then it was like, oh, you know, it's kind of cool. Darth Maul's in it. And then I thought about it. Darth Maul dies in Rebels. Clone Wars kind of, first off, the end of Clone Wars has Maul losing all his power. And then in Rebels we see him with no power. So it's like, oh, he tries again and he fails again? It's like, okay. But here's the thing. If Rebels wasn't there, if all we had was just Clone Wars and we're fresh off of that and Darth Maul just pops up, be like, oh shoot, that's cool. What are we going to do with this? Like, this is awesome. Especially if Solo came out after Force Awakens and was there instead of Rogue One, then it would have been even cooler because it's like, oh, well, Darth Maul's still alive in Rebels and they have him in Solo, like, awesome. But here's the thing. What are we going to do with Maul's story? Obviously, he can't play too much of a part in the whole Kira versus Han because Han doesn't know anything about the Force by the time of A New Hope. There's no reason to believe anything whatsoever. So he cannot come into any sort of contact with Darth Maul. So Darth Maul can't really be much of an antagonist in a Solo trilogy, I guess, or future Solo stories. Okay, what about a duel with Obi-Wan? There's one problem. We've already seen that in Rebels. So it's like, okay, yeah, it's kind of cool in Darth Maul being in Solo, but like, what are they going to do with that? There's not really much to do. It's just kind of there. So, I thought that was kind of dumb. The more I think about it. It's kind of like the Yoda with the lightsaber. Oh yeah, it's cool. And then you think about it, it's like, oh, well, maybe that wasn't such a good idea. But, you know, like I said, Solo was alright. It was a fun flick. I had fun watching it. Is it unnecessary? Yes. Does it feel like Han's greatest hits? Yes. Is it the best made Star Wars film? No. Is it plagued with a production mess? Yeah. Is it the first Star Wars film to ever flop? Yeah. Was it a fun ride? Yeah. And so, here's my ranking in keeping with tradition as it currently stands, and I'm going to place Solo at, I really hate to do this, but number 9. Solo isn't that bad of a movie. It's just I like a lot of other movies more than Solo. It's getting harder and harder to rank these movies because it's like you see something like, you know, you see Solo and Revenge of the Sith at like 8 and 9, and it's like, oh, well, he must think those movies are bad. No, it's just I like all these other movies better. But anyway, I mean, it's just, I think, compared to the prequels, I think just the prequels were, it has, I don't know. I'll discuss it in another video where I can talk about The Rise of Skywalker too. But it's just because of those issues that I just all gave. I think it's below 3 and 1. Like I've said, Clone Wars movie was very, chunky, very poor, wasn't as well made. And Attack of the Clones, don't even get me started. But anyway, that's what I've got for my solo review. Thank you guys for joining in. Tomorrow we will be doing our review for the final episodic film in the Star Wars saga. For the 3rd time. Because first it was Return of the Jedi, and then it was Revenge of the Sith, and now Rise of Skywalker will be the end. I hope so. I think it will be. We'll see. But anyway, we'll see you back then. Thank you guys for joining in. Darth Momo out. May the Force be with you. Always. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, comment down below and hit that like button. Oh, and check out some of my other videos. I'm sure you'll find them in the light.